The Art of Happiness is a book that has had a significant impact on the self-help genre since its publication in 1998. The book is co-authored by His Holiness the Dalai Lama XIV and Howard C. Cutler, an American psychiatrist who was fascinated by the intersection of Eastern and Western philosophy. The book combines insights from Tibetan Buddhism and Western psychology to explore the nature of happiness and provide readers with practical advice on how to cultivate a more meaningful and fulfilling life. The book is divided into 6 chapters, each of which explores a different aspect of happiness. In the first chapter, the authors examine the nature of happiness and what contributes to it. They argue that happiness is not a fleeting emotion, but rather a state of being that can be cultivated through various practices. The authors explore the importance of cultivating positive relationships, having a sense of purpose in life, and developing a compassionate attitude towards oneself and others. In the second chapter, the authors delve into the concept of suffering and how it can be transformed into an opportunity for growth and development. They discuss the idea that suffering is an inevitable part of life, but that it can be used to develop greater compassion and understanding. The authors stress the importance of mindfulness and meditation in dealing with negative emotions and achieving a greater sense of inner peace. The third chapter focuses on the role of relationships in our happiness. The authors explore the importance of cultivating healthy relationships with family, friends, and romantic partners, and the importance of forgiveness and understanding in these relationships. The authors also discuss the idea that we are all interconnected and that our happiness is linked to the well-being of others. In the fourth chapter, the authors examine the concept of work and how it can contribute to our overall sense of happiness. They argue that work can be a source of satisfaction and meaning, and that it can be a way to contribute to the greater good. The authors also stress the importance of finding work that aligns with one's values and strengths. In the fifth chapter, the authors focus on the importance of spirituality in our lives, and how it can help us find greater meaning and purpose. They discuss the role of religion and spirituality in achieving happiness, and how it can help us cultivate a greater sense of compassion and altruism. The authors also explore the idea that spirituality can be practiced in a non-religious way, through practices like meditation and mindfulness. In the final chapter, the authors summarize their key findings and offer practical advice for achieving greater happiness in our daily lives. They stress the importance of taking responsibility for our own happiness, and of cultivating a positive attitude and a sense of gratitude. The authors also offer practical tips for cultivating compassion and mindfulness, and for developing healthy relationships with others. One of the key messages of The Art of Happiness is that happiness is not a destination that we can reach by achieving certain external conditions or material possessions. Rather, happiness is a state of mind that can be cultivated through the cultivation of positive habits, such as gratitude, compassion, and mindfulness. The authors also emphasize the importance of taking personal responsibility for our own happiness, rather than relying on external circumstances or other people to make us happy. Overall, The Art of Happiness is a thoughtful and insightful exploration of the nature of happiness and how it can be achieved through a combination of spiritual and psychological practices. The book has been praised for its accessible writing style and practical advice, and has been widely read and studied by people from all walks of life.